This is the Contraccaro 1 Mark II. It is a Tier 9 Italian auto-reloading tank destroyer, and it's one of the weirdest Tier 9s in the game. It's a very well-balanced tank, but also a pretty overpowered tank if used in the correct situations. Let me explain why. See, when we take a look at the gun, you'll notice that it says 13 degrees of gun depression. And you're not misreading that. This tank does indeed feature the most gun depression in any higher tiered vehicle. And when you pair that with an autoloader, which can deal 450 damage a shot, and it has 3 shells, so, well, it's an auto reloader, but still, it deals 900 damage in 2 shots, and if you dump into the reserve shell, you can deal about 1300 damage depending on how your shells roll. Yeah, this is quite a dangerous tank. I really like this vehicle. It's one of those tanks that definitely can be a bit scary to drive at certain times because it's super duper immobile. It is one of the slowest turning tier 9s. In fact, one of the slowest turning tanks in the game, to what I'm aware. It's got like 20 degrees of traverse on medium terrain. If you lose your driver, it's over. I'm going to be honest. However, I don't think I've actually lost my driver once in this tank. Wargaming probably realized, gee, maybe we shouldn't make it so that a tank that already turns at like 2 might lose its driver. So thankfully, it's not like a Kron. It's not like the Swedish heavies where if you get shot in the hull, your driver's going to die every 2 seconds. However, it kind of feels like when you're driving this tank, your driver is dead the entire time. So that's kind of how it is. Well, here we are, in a very, very solid matchup up against Tier 8 and some Tier 9s. This is going to be, hopefully, quite easy. The only Tier 9s they have are the Motion and Standard B. However, those are both very, very scary takes. And the Tier 8s they have as well are really good. They got a Progetto, Caliban, Borsig, Tiger 2, and a Titan 54D. So, definitely not a cakewalk. We'll see what we can do. The only problem with the Contraccaro is that it has like 0 DPM. At max, you have 2,000 effective, which actually is alright. I mean, for example, a Kampfpanzer 70 or an E75 only has about 2,100 DPM. So, you're only slightly less damage per minute than the other tier 9s around you. The thing is that you're an autoloader, and you always want to dump the clip because it feels like you're dealing more because you are. So, that's where this vehicle usually runs into problems, is when you start shooting shells, your DPM drastically decreases. But we'll see how much that affects us here. We are obviously making our way quite aggressive. We got some teammates helping us, which is nice. So we're just going to maneuver on up. Standard B is already spotted, and we got the Borsig in front of us. There you go, 1 easy shell into the Borsig, and there you go. Long live the RHM. I mean, clearly that player did not expect death, but that's what he received. So this is where we wait. This is the classic minnow playstyle here, where you shoot 2 shells, and we wait a while. There's our first shell. We got to wait 8 more seconds, then we'll have our second shell. But obviously, when we do have our shells, we're able to get out a lot of damage. We only have to wait 2 more seconds, and let's aim it on the Motion. There you go. 1 easy pen into his vehicle. We back up and we reload. Now we gotta wait another 8 or so seconds and do it again. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're not able to shoot him right now, but that's alright. We'll just poke our hull out. See, now this is where it actually would have been more beneficial for me to just dump the clip into the Motion because of the fact we wouldn't lose any health. So we're gonna get 1 shell into his vehicle right there, 2 shells into his tank, we'll reload again. I mean, as of right now, the problem is not the heavy flank, it's the medium flank. If we were in a vehicle with a really good DPM, this would be super duper easy. I wouldn't have much of a trouble at all. But we're not. We're in a tank that has very low DPM. And the problem with that is the fact that we just don't have the damage output to clear these enemies as fast as I would like. I'm not worried about this Caliban really penning me because I've got way too much armor for him to be able to deal with. Would be nice if I had some teammates to help me here. There you go. Nice HE into the enemy Caliban. And I'm actually going to wait. I'm going to let my team clear this guy because it's not worth it for me to dump my shell into a tank that's very low on health to begin with. We got the Titan 54D off to the side. We got the Prague in front of us. Right now we're just holding these players off. We're reloading, making sure they can't do anything too saucy to us. So let's do that really, really briefly. Okay, well we have support from the T-34, so I'm not necessarily worried about that player. It's going to be more the Tiger 2 and the other guys over here. There you go. We have 1 shell into the enemy tiger, 2 shells into the enemy tiger, and we're up to 4,500 damage at this point, which is obviously quite a lot. And again, it's a great example of the minnows just pretty good damaging output. Alright, so let's aim it on the tiger again, and bonk. There you go. So, nice clear onto his tank. So we got the standard B, Titan 54D, and that's about it. Unfortunately, our teammate is dying, and our T-34 doesn't know where he's driving. But we are going to make our way directly over towards the Titan 54D. We got 6 more seconds left on our reload, and then we're going to have our clip ready. 4, 3, 2, 1, and alright, we are ready to get some bonks out. We get a nice 670 damage high explosive pen into that player. And we did get hit by the standard B, but I'm just going to back on up. And we reload. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Obviously, I'm worried, but I'm not worried to a point where I think we're going to lose instantly. The biggest threat right now is definitely that enemy standard getting behind us, though. However, I feel like I can just push this. Oh, that was an awful shot. Alright, I need to push this now, because that standard's most likely going to flank. So let's just push up here. 4. Oh. There you go. Nice HE into the enemy Progetto. Now I'm going to turn around. It's not the Titan I'm worried about. As I said, it's the standard B. There he is. I'm not too worried about him right now, though, because obviously in this tank we have very, very low DPM. It would be great if this guy would get off my butt, though. It really would be. I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's aim it on the standard. And there you go. Got the clear. Okay, so now all that's left is the enemy Titan 54D. Now, we can't really dump him right now because we have no DPM. So we're going to have to wait just a wee bit. Now, if he just backs up like that, then yeah, I'm going to get a shell into his vehicle. He doesn't know that I'm on my reserve shell reload. So we're just going to wait here. And we're going to see if I can get some more damage out into his tank. Alright, we just wait and reload. We got 10 more seconds. But it was definitely worth it, in my opinion, to shoot him there, because obviously we wouldn't have gotten any damage out. It's a little annoying how bad our team's been this game, but at least we've been able to make it work a little bit. Let's reload. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once we get these 2 shells, we should be able to clear this guy. Okay, that made literally 0 sense. Thanks, Wargaming. However, I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do this. This is a rather annoying situation. We actually might draw this. The game screwed me there. Like, it seriously just kind of screwed me there. That was a super easy pen, and it just said no. And that could have been the difference between a win and a loss. However, we got the pen into the enemy Titan 54D. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to send him now on this side of the map. We're going to push like this. I'm going to pretend I'm going to push him over here. And then, come on, get unspotted. Are we proxy spotting him? Yeah, we are. That's really unfortunate. Alright, so here's my idea. I'm just going to wait for me to get unspotted. And we're going to full send over here. We only have 37 seconds left, so we need to do this quick. But here we go. And full speed. There you go. Thank God. Only 28 seconds. And, yeah, you can see the DPM problem with this tank. I mean, it doesn't have DPM. If you need to get out damage fast, you really don't have the opportunity. But I don't think I need to say much else. 8,000 damage in this tank. 8,000 damage in this vehicle. Wow, our team. I think I have bragging rights to complain about the team this battle. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of an insane result. We just got 8,000 damage in a Contra Caro 1 Mark II. This is one of the lowest damage per minute tank destroyers in the game, and a vehicle that I never, ever would have expected to get even close to 8,000 damage in. The craziest part is making our way over to Blitzstar's Hall of Fame. This is the highest all-time game ever in the Contra Caro 1 Mark II. As we can see, the next highest is 7,400 damage. We beat the previous record by 600. That is insane. Wow. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to say. We just set a world record on a video that was supposed to just be a casual review on the Contra Car 1 Mark II. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. And please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.